Sports presentation sector, you are free to call us the directors. We connect you to excitement like a vector, bringing you the highs and lows like a guest selector. We're even more high ranking than a polytechnic rector, ready to give you a larger picture like a projector, acting as efficiently as an engine that uses an injector and shining bright even at night like a reflector. We are Femi The Gang, ready for the phone. On Game On tonight, this lovely Monday evening, it's transfer deadline day, and we do have all of those conversations around the deal still in the last 24 hours or so. We'll have also discussions around the teams that have been the most successful in this window. Also, there was action that came through during the course of the weekend in the Nigeria Premier Football League and the big leagues on the European continent. That battle for the ultimate prize for 2025-26 continues. Fans of tennis can be carried along as well. The US Open giving us all the exciting stuff. What's up with Coco Gauff and Naomi Osaka, as we have seen Alcaraz and Djokovic progress to the quarterfinal stage of that competition. There's something for Formula One fans as well. There was some dramatic stuff that we saw in the Dutch Grand Prix. I want to say Grand Prix. Don't try that at home though. All of these to come on Game On tonight. Money also on the cards. More like the icing on the cake. Star 347 star 880 star 3 hash. The code for one play. That's it. A code very easy to decode. Star 347 star 880 star 3 hash. Or the website www.oneplay.ng. www.oneplay.ng. The cost only 500 naira for each entry of yours. And the reward 40,000 naira each for multiple winners, as we do every time we come around on this lovely dial. So welcome to the show. The phone continues with your thoughts and comments mattering to us as well. They do matter for sure. Yeah, that makes more sense in the context of grammar, so I don't have cause to stammer now. There's X at Nigeria Info FM. We have the WhatsApp portal too, and the phone lines will be buzzing. Welcome to Game On. The game is on. Of the fact that it's a loaded package for you tonight. My name is Chuma Noli for the records. I'm in the company of Adeze Michael and Overdose Chidozio Koroji. How are you doing, guys? Good evening to you, and happy transfer deadline day, and also happy new month too.
Yeah, September 1, finally the door has been slammed shut. Good evening, everybody. And what a drama. And I was asking myself, I said, why do clubs wait for the last minutes before they wrap up deals? The window has been open for long weeks, long months. Why can't they do deals? As we speak, clubs are submitting deal sheets, empty deal sheet with no player's name, just in case anyone falls through. They'll just write the player's name. But that is what the drama is all about. I'm just still waiting for the day where we'll have that kind of drama, that kind of excitement around the league that we have here in Nigeria. We cannot run away from our own league and our own property. So just look at how the whole, drama has just grips everybody on the pages of transfer gurus, tracking their favorite players. I'm hoping that one day we can get it all sorted out here in Nigeria.
It's a dream that can come to pass if we got it right with our movies and music. Who says we cannot get it right too with our football if we put in the structures that should work? Overdose, what's popping, man?
Yeah, I mean, it's
the bars for your voice, gone strong parts
my
before
brother,
this evening.
I think it was because I stretched it when I shouted for that Dominic Zoboslai goal yesterday. Yeah, because I mean, I know I went off like it was off the roof really, because I was looking at the distance, I was like, no, this guy cannot. So the way I screamed, I know even people that listen to me were like, guy, what happened? I was like, no vex. But again, I mean, I woke up and sounded like this. I hope I don't lose my voice, because it's a bad omen whenever I sound like this. 2-3 days after my voice is gone. But I'm praying that it doesn't happen this time. But anyways, it's good to be here, and of course, it's a great one. I mean, transfer deadline day, like you asked. I'd asked the question as to why clubs wait for the last moment. I mean, growing up, they always knew that whenever they give us food, the end game was just eating the meat at the last thing. After finishing your plate of food, you look forward to eating the meat. So the thrill of the transfer deadline day is the last minute business, because at the end of the day, transfer business, nobody really gives attention to it when it starts, even in the middle. But at the end, you want to know, okay, last minute deals, who are we buying, who are we selling? So that's the intrigue, and that's why it generates so much buzz across the world. That last minute signing just really has the feeling I wish I could describe it, but I don't want to use words, that the NBC will come and look for me, So it's good to be here, Chuma. Let's get it on. A great weekend of football as well, and then the international window coming up. So everything in between, it's good.
I was going to tell you to keep some of your voice for the Super Eagles.
I will. No.
Sharing them on Saturday will be huge. We never beat Rwanda, bro.
I'll just be raising my hand and not saying anything.
Choir Master, I hear you, sir. Thank you so much. So welcome to Game On. Let's get into all the fun right now. There should be, as always, the huge sense of humor in our conversations here, which makes us stand out as a brand, Femi and The Gang. Many times you want to start with the biggest of deals. Sometimes you people who say now, but on point the sweet pass. So I have two options. Could be just focusing on Nigerians who made a move in the last 24 hours, or talking about the biggest deal first off. I think it would be nice to touch on the biggest, because it's not every day you have a team spend over £100 million to sign a player. We've seen that happen a few times in the past. Arsenal, for example, spent £100 million to get Declan Rice in 2023. Sounds better as 2023, or doesn't it? Also, Chelsea were ready to splash as much as £100 million minus add-ons for that guy Caicedo, getting him from Brighton also in 2023. Not forgetting the fact that the Blues spent £107 million for Enzo Fernandez. Yeah, they got the guy too also in 2023. And then Man City, Jack Grealish, £100 million they spent in getting Jack, who sadly did not really live to the heights of that cash spent on him. So when you have deals that are more than £100 million, it's worth talking about. Liverpool have set a record for us. It's crazy how you do that twice in a transfer window for your club. Vets, £100 million from Bayer Leverkusen, plus add-ons that should be over 116, 120 million pounds. And now they have put in what, 125 million pounds to get a guy who was so passionate about joining the Reds that he went on his personal strike, in quotes.
It's Longstaff, and it's in for Isak. Newcastle United's big money new sign.
Has a job to do for Bournemouth again, and it's up against the new signing for Newcastle, Alexander Isak. Isak for Newcastle, and scores!
The biggest deal it is this one in the 2025 summer transfer window. No team across the entirety of Europe and the world spent as much as £125 million to sign one player in this transfer window. So that's really, really massive. Isak, a darling for Newcastle, joined that team from Real Sociedad in 2022 for £60 million. Came in, has helped them qualify for the UEFA Champions League a couple of times, and also was a leader in that side that won the Carabao Cup title at the expense of Liverpool, their first crown in 70 years or so. He paid his dues, but it feels like the way he left will leave a bitter taste in the mouth of Newcastle fans. And I'm really keen to see when Newcastle play Liverpool again for the return leg, how the reception will be for Isak. Guys, Liverpool did not act like a team that just won the title last season. And I'm using that line because they had a good enough squad that led them to win the title last season. But looking at the amount of players they have signed this season, feels like what those guys have planned out is to dominate Europe for the next 5 years or so.
Yeah, I want to say that Liverpool really have that plan. When Ancelotti came in, I thought it was going to be difficult for him, but he really didn't make any signings after Jurgen Klopp left. I think he just brought in Federico Chiesa, and then Liverpool went on to winning the league, and now they mean serious business. Just imagine a front line with Hugo Ekitike, Isak, Mo Salah, and you still have players like Dominic Szoboszlai who can produce moments of magic like he did yesterday. You also have Gravenberch. You have Chiesa is still there. I just picture the fact that Liverpool will leave everyone behind, because they are the team of the moment right now. If you want to really be serious, you look at the midfield. McAllister is already there making things happen, and then of course you also have players like Wataru Endo who can come from the bench. So Ancelotti really means business. Look at what he's done. Hugo Ekitike, Florian Wirtz, Frimpong, now Isak joining them. It's really going to be very, very difficult for any team playing Liverpool right now. If those deals go through, and most likely to happen. I mean, breaking the transfer record, you brought in Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen, and now 120 or so for Alexander Isak, who really had to force his way to make it happen. And we know what he did with Newcastle. Now picture him doing that with Liverpool. More so, I'm just concerned about the back line, really. Ibrahim Konate picked up a knock yesterday. I'm not sure how long he'll be out for, but I think while they are strengthening the attack, Liverpool also need to prioritize defense. If they can do that, I think they are sorted for the next 2-3 seasons. I think Liverpool will dominate, not just domestically but also in Europe. You remember last season, Champions League, they topped the group, but eventually they lost out in the knockout rounds to PSG at the very first hurdle. A lot of people thought they would go far, but I mean, it was on penalties, over 2 legs. So this season, I think they will learn from that and, put more gas on the throttle. And who knows, Liverpool might just dominate Europe, Premier League for 2 or 3 seasons to come.
Stunning stuff. We're going to be, I'll take my time to reel out those transfers one after the other as we progress at a certain stage of the show. But right now, I'm just touching on the biggest deal and having the guys share their thoughts on that, because you only can look at Neymar's deal worth about £200 million to PSG from Barcelona, and Mbappe's deal from Monaco to PSG for just about £160 million or so, as deals that cost more money. As to the official fee, not add-ons now, official fee for a player, those are the only 2 deals that have cost more money than 125 that Liverpool were ready to splash to get Isak. Adeze, worth it or not? We know he's 25, there's still years to come, but £125 million. Ibigo.
It's a crazy transfer market that we find ourselves these days, Excuse me.
Yeah.
But if it's worth that amount or not, Alexander Isak, well, it's the hype, it's the market, it's the... He realistically, I don't think it's worth that amount. Erling Haaland is still head and shoulder above him for being that beast you want from the striker. Who is the best striker in the world right now? Well, maybe you could say he could be top 5, I don't think he's better than Victor Osimhen. This is not me being a Nigerian. Wow. Alexander Isak is not better than Victor Osimhen.
Are you kidding me?
Yes,
right now?
I can tell you that for you can take it to the bank. It's not because I'm Nigerian. So, is he worth that amount? We know these prices are inflated, and he's their big name. So they won't just sell him because the young man has, told them that he wants to go. So they had to left for Newcastle. They wanted to get 150, 170 from this deal, but the player power again that surfaced its head in this transfer. I was just watching a lot of activities, and I'm like, when a player says he wants to go, he wants to go. And a lot of persons are saying contract, he's under contract, he's not under contract. Player power resurfaced in this window. Look at Wissa, he has gone to Newcastle. Look at Isak himself, he's gone. So many other players that wanted to put. Anthony, don't tell Man United, say, I know they play. Where he has, Man United finally brought down the expectation and did £22 million business with Real Betis, who probably have not done.
What about Ademola Lookman? Where is he?
Big question. But the Italian transfer window is still remaining over 24 hours. Let's see what happens.
No, because you were talking about player power.
No,
I know that Atalanta have told him you will sit down here. You're not going anywhere.
No, truth is that he's gotten himself rather involved in Italian mafia. We know how they behave over there.
So player power doesn't work there.
Player power can work. It depends on the representative of Ademola. Okay, look at what happened to Jackson. His agent clenched his teeth and his feet at the same time and said, you know what, we are not going back to London.
Definitely.
He released a statement through Fabrizio, and then he says he is intent in making sure that his clients would join a project that would expose his talent, that Chelsea can sort themselves out, saying sorry for the injury of Liam Delap, right? So after that statement, it wasn't up to 1 hour. So who is the representative of it? So the player power still is clear, and you cannot keep somebody who's not happy. Unless, look at Mbappe, for instance. PSG tried to sideline him for the rest of the squad. After 2 days, what happened?
They're still in court.
I mean, when he was still there, before they now gave him the permission to, go to Real Madrid. Yeah. So the player power is still very much, in the mix. So,
but I
Isak
disagree
is.
that you say Victor Osimhen is better than Isak.
I say Isak is not better. Isak is not better than Osimhen.
Isak is not better than.
I can argue from here
to Alexander Isak.
I can argue from here to. They're almost of the same. Victor is 26 this December. I'll be 27. Yeah. This one is 25. I say I can argue that Isak. What even made me to say that is he worth 120 something million? I don't think so. This is the inflated. Look at Florian Wirtz.
It's not the inflated.
Liverpool fans don't want to talk about. Baba has not really shown himself. For me, I'm watching him.
Are you kidding me?
Wait, see.
Hey, God, that big.
Baba, who stole the show yesterday? Dominic Shobos, like, how much did they sign him for? And I'm coming back.
I'm talking about Florian Wirtz. His all-round performance has been very clear for everybody to see.
He will end up like Enzo Fernandez. We ask Chelsea fans, what has he done? He said, can't you see what he's doing? Where are the numbers?
Must you bring Chelsea?
Where is the output?
Now, bring Chelsea to everything?
There's something I want to say. In all of these signings that everybody have done, we cannot overlook the place of coaching. I said it here before when the show was about to wrap up. But of course, we have to go for a break. When I come back, I'll elucidate that.
Yeah, you tell me more after this commercial break. It is here, Michael. Fantastic stuff. Game on. This is just the foundation. There's a massive structure to be built on the show. Your thoughts do matter too. It's transfer deadline conversations we're having right now. And it will continue after this commercial break. Stay with us, please.
Shall we?
Shall we? Not for sale to persons below the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
Little body, big moves. Little brain, big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need: natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
I'm in love, Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop? And is it to stop?
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
Malta Guinness is now 600 naira. Now you get the same refreshing, nourishing, rich premium Malta Guinness for just 600 naira. Available at stores near you. Malta Guinness, here for every kind of you.
Okay, let's do some value jet math. Take one dependable airline with a reputation for reliability. Add two exciting West African destinations, Accra and Banjul. Multiply by countless cultural experiences and breathtaking views. Divide by the consistent service ValueJet is known for. And what's your answer? The right formula for your next trip.
ValueJet connects you to West Africa with new routes to Accra and Banjul. Whether it's a business trip, bagging a degree, or a dream vacation, ValueJet will take you there. Book your journey on www.flyvaluejet.com.
ValueJet, wings for everyone.
Oh, the only detergent that keeps me bright and fresh. I know they waste time to wash. I thought my clothes have the best, so why go less? You can't wash a lot with a little Viva. Use Viva. Don't waste your time, don't waste your money. Use Viva. Viva, oh Viva. I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever. Viva, oh Viva. I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever. Viva, I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever.
Viva detergent, a quality cleaning powder from Aspira.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. My game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's my game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
Okay, sandwich, fruits, and water. The new 33cl Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Handy size for my little ones. No more half-finished bottles coming back home.
The new 33cl bottle. Big enough to refresh, small enough to finish. And thanks to our trusted 13-step quality process, every drop is refreshingly safe. Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Source of hydration you can trust.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Evic.
Evic who?
Eviction drama.
Shall we?
Not for sale to persons below the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
C'est pas seulement pour les bobos. Nous on vient dans nos mambo. Mon ami, si tu as le niveau.
Shooting.
I escaped that place in a whisker.
AP, PDP, they are comedians.
I'm not going to come to this platform to campaign for anybody. I will not stand there as a problem.
Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on.
The game is still on 99.3 Nigeria Info. I just need to turn on this thing and to hear myself right. Okay, officially welcome to the broadcast again. We're here to take away your sadness and fill your heart with gladness, because in-house there's no madness. We are Femi and the Gang. It's the second half of the show at this stage. Transfer stories making headlines around the world. That's our focus at this time of asking. Final day of the transfer window in many of the big leagues, or across many of the big leagues around European football. And we're here to give you a wrap of things that have taken place in the last 24 hours or so. Before the commercial break, we had to get the big one activated first off by speaking about Isak and that movement to Liverpool worth about £125 million, a record signing for any Premier League player for that matter. And I was asking Daisy and Overdose if he's worth that amount. Daisy was sharing her thoughts before the commercial break. Best time to remind you, before you hear the words of Daisy, completion of what she was saying, that there's one play cash for you, of course. Yeah, by 10 p.m. we'll be out of the studio, but before 10 p.m. we should be rewarding lucky persons like you with 40,000 naira each. The weekend was fun, man. 3 different winners came through on Saturday. 3 different winners came through on Sunday. And I'm hoping that this Monday will be a fun day. How about starting your September on a winning note, right? It will make so much sense, or wouldn't it? Star 347, star 880, star 3 hash is the code you can use to play. Star 347, star 880, star 3 hash. It's going to cost you only 500 naira for each entry of yours. And like I said, the reward is 40,000 naira each for several lucky persons. There's a website option if you prefer that one. That website is www.oneplay.ng. That's oneplay.ng. Just go with the Nigerian Info option. And please, when you're done playing, have your phone not too far away from you, because we call our winners live on radio to let you know that this is as authentic as it comes. Chuma, Adeze, and Overdose in the studio. You also out there. I'll be reading your comments shortly from X at Nigeria Info FM, and also WhatsApp, as well as speaking your calls. So now, Daisy can wrap up with her thoughts on this. Is this guy worth so amount of money or not?
Yeah, I was going to actually talk about how, it's good to sign. It's good to sign players. And I already said that it's not worth that amount, but because of the inflated transfer that we have, and he's a big profile man coming from a club that just won the title. So his stock has risen in the last couple of years at Newcastle. They bought him for 63. From Real Sociedad, they're doubling that amount, even plus add-ons, and I'm sure there are some percentage of sell-on fees in case Liverpool may want to do business even with another club, in future. So I was going to say, call managers who want to just throw monies at every problem that they have. the likes of Manchester United practically just overhauling their front three in search of solution. They brought in Dogo in January. They said he's a specialist wing back. How many assists has he provided? How many goals has he scored? Mbuemo, Cunha, Benjamin Sheshko, all of these players, how many games now, how many goals have they scored? So there's a play, and United will asking for Baliba when they have Kobe Mino on the bench. What's his name? Levi Colwill picked up an injury, and Maresca came to the press out to open his mouth to say that they need a new centre back. But when you have about 5-6 defenders, what are they doing? So for every manager, if for a system that you've adopted, you need one player to make that system perfect, you'll be fraud. It's up to you. For somebody like Kobe now, he's a teenager. He's reached the D turn 20. He has not finessed any part of his game. So tell me what Baleba can do that Kobe, for instance, cannot do. So
Baleba can carry the ball. Kobe can't.
And
Let's not even start that
and who says Kobe can carry the ball?
Kobe is slow. Kobe Mino is slow. He's not able to sit effectively in midfield for Manchester United. Have you seen Baleba? Baleba carries the ball and also has an eye for goal. Look at what he did to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Kobe Mino, yes, he scores, but he's not consistent. Kobe Mino has so many off days and a few good days. With Baleba, he is consistent.
He's a young person.
And you talk about Alexander Isak.
How many?
Did Liverpool really need him? Probably not. But he's the icing on the cake. This is a man who caused problems for Liverpool and every other Premier League team last season.
Let me land.
He's the best striker in England right now. Tell me a striker who's better than Isak.
Haaland is better than him.
Are you kidding me?
Haaland is better than him.
How many goals did Haaland score? Where did they end up last season?
They still qualify for Champions League.
Look, let me tell you.
Despite the drop in standards.
Alexander Isak led Newcastle to beating Liverpool in the Carabao Cup.
He's not even the best striker.
Look at his goals against Arsenal.
I'm sorry.
No.
He is a good player.
Say what you want about him. But that guy
player,
is
but not the
everything
best
Liverpool
striker.
needs and more.
Fact, Mo Salah,
he will guarantee them double figures.
Wait now, overdose. Mo Salah got the golden boot. So if Isak was the best, why didn't he smash that record? Right? So I will even call Isak and not Isak, Haaland and Salah before I even start thinking about Isak. He's a very good player, no doubt.
That's for you.
He's a win-win for Liverpool because they need him. Yes, they need him because Harvey Elliott, who is like a utility player, has moved on to another club. And remember, Luis Diaz, loss of Diogo Jota, they brought in Ole Kitike, so they need him to replace
Alexander
those
Isak
squad numbers.
Is everything
now,
Darwin Núñez was
back
not.
to my strong point.
Alexander Isak is everything Darwin Núñez was not. That's why they sold him to Saudi Arabia.
I agree with you.
No, you don't agree. You're telling me he's stored in the pecking order.
But yes,
you know Isak.
He's not
Alexander. This is one of those Mondays where you get me upset, and I don't want to be upset.
I know there was Alexander the Great.
I'm telling you of this. This is also a great man.
Don't hype this guy too much.
You should not hype him too much.
So back to what I was trying to say. Throwing monies around do not always fix the problem, right? Even the Liverpool we're talking about, they did not sign nobody last season. They won the title, right? And now they've even signed people. Now we're hearing that the squad is no longer balanced. They're still finding out how to make Vet gel.
Liverpool did not win any trophy last season.
No, I said they didn't sign anybody last season, but they won the Premier League. That's why I said that sometimes signing players back to Unai Emery, all the players he's been using is that of Steven Gerrard. About 8 of his starting lineup till today to tomorrow is still the core signing of Steven Gerrard, despite the fact that he's brought in legs. So what I'm trying to say, for all you coaches that have signed, that's how Man United won the transfer last summer, where they brought in a lot of players, Mazraoui, Zegzi, Højlund, this, that.
Was that a lot?
When the real deal started, we not see them again. At 15th, them finish. So what I'm trying to say that signing
is not. Zig had injuries.
Signing.
Mazraoui also had injuries. The Leeds was also injured. So what are you saying?
Now what I'm trying to say is that your solution could just be right in front of you. Arne Slot has shown us that Ryan Gravenberch is his Zubimendi and his Busquets and his Xavi and everything combined. Why did he do that coaching? That's why we have few managers that we respect, despite lean budget in the Premier League.
Did you see Arsenal yesterday?
Let me finish now.
See how much they spent.
Despite the lean budget in the Premier League, Andy Raiola, look at how Bournemouth play. Look at Oliver Glasner. Look at Unai Emery himself and Frank Thomas. These are coaches, not just managers. So I want to see how all of these names are. Even Man United, my eyes are on them. After spending a lot of money on their forward players, I want to see how this problem is fixed. Scoring goals
So
was their issue last time.
Are you saying right
so
now
it's not be by signing.
coaches do not sign
Now
players?
who you sign?
Who you sign?
Who you sign? How are you able to coach that person to understand what you want them to do? Look at Man United, the same club again. Sancho, Anthony, Garnacho in the peak of their powers, they're bomb squad, but they've gone to other clubs where they'll play football.
Okay.
So it's about coaching.
That means they were not good enough at that. But don't come here and sell the
Premier
concept
League is littered with
of coaches
managers everywhere.
Not buying
No
players.
good coaches.
Soup way sweet and that complete it. You know that phrase. So don't come here and say it's not by buying. Look at what Arsenal have done. They brought in Zubimendi. Do you know that Zubimendi right now in his last 3 games for Arsenal has been outstanding in midfield? He has been outstanding alongside Declan Rice. They bought him. No. Nani Madueke yesterday was up against Milos Kekes. Milos Kekes was brought from Bournemouth. He stood against exactly. So did Nani Madueke. Were they not bought? And now you come here and say not just buying for buying. And that's this is a Monday where I don't want to get upset. But it's like you are hell bent on making me upset. I don't like it.
This season is just starting.
Time for me to touch
This season is just starting.
So they shouldn't buy players because the season is just starting.
Time for me to touch on deals that have been wrapped up in the last 24
I'm upset.
hours.
I'm upset.
This is, I love this really, and the good thing is you're going to start rapping like Offset. It's fine. So straight away to the deals. I'll run through them as many as these deals as I can at this stage, and then of course get the thoughts of Ovadoz and Adese one more time as to which team has done the best business in the entirety of the summer transfer window. Because like you
I already have my answer.
Sometimes you can sign 10 players like Nottingham Forest did when they signed 21 players a few years back and did not get it right that season, but later it clicked for them and we saw them become a consistent bunch last time, at least in the Premier League. Diaspora callers, I can see a few of you trying to reach us already via WhatsApp. We'll be picking those calls of yours. Here are deals. Now 2 Nigerian players who've made a move in the last set of hours really in this transfer window. Samuel Chukwueze has moved to Fulham. It's an initial loan deal with a buy option clause that's not mandatory for the Premier League side. And we know that Chukwueze was a shining star for Villarreal at the point and then moved on to AC Milan. Did not click for him that much in Italian Serie A. Now he's coming to the Premier League. For him, if for nothing, for the sake of his CV, it's not bad. He's done Spanish La Liga, Italian Serie A, and now about to do Premier League. Victor Boniface has done Bundesliga, has done Belgium. Now he's still sticking around with Bundesliga, isn't he? Boniface has signed for Werder Bremen, a contract that is a loan deal until June 2026. He's a player who I'm happy for, to be honest, because he's had his own fair share of battles. AC Milan had gone for his services, but according to all the reports, apparently he didn't pass their medical. I'm wondering how he passed Werder Bremen's medical. AC Milan need to look at themselves in front of the mirror. But Boniface always knows that it's a good thing to win. It is.
Well, I'm really happy. I understand. First year in Germany, winning the league, like 5 more games to go, so it's not easy. But we thank God. Now God run now. Nothing more. Now God, we thank God now. We know easy. We know our background. We know how far we come, and we know where soon they go. So we just have to give God.
That part is very important, really, and that was him speaking, by the way, to Omar Akatuba some years back when he won the Bundesliga title with Bayer Leverkusen. I love that line of we know where we came from, we know where we're going to. So it's still a man who has so much hunger and drive to get even more successes in football before he says bye-bye to the sport. And now he'll have to try and prove that quality with Werder Bremen, also in the Bundesliga. Another Nigerian to touch on now is Chrysanthus Uche, who we know has been around Crystal Palace for a deal to be wrapped up and all of that. Getafe are the team that have Chrysanthus Uche, and they know that this guy would love to be in the Premier League. Tolu Arokodare is one who in recent times has started featuring for Nigeria Super Eagles. Another of those stars who has moved from a league to the Premier League. He is one who had a great time with Genk in the Belgian league. He has joined Wolverhampton Wanderers officially. So about 4 Nigerians now making some move in the last 48 hours or so as far as this transfer window is concerned. 2 other teams that have signed players and other players that have moved from one place to another. Well, Rashmos Højlund and Napoli. He looks like a guy who seems to enjoy his time in the Italian Serie A. That's where he shone before he went on to join Manchester United and began to starter. So this may be a good deal for him as he moves on to Napoli. Ben Chilwell had to chill really on the bench in Chelsea at the point they told him, you're not part of my plans. At least Enzo Maresca said so. Now he's moved on to France. He's agreed a deal to join Strasbourg. And that's the team that Chilwell should be playing for. One man who's run over to Saudi Arabia is Emerick Laporte. Had a great time at Man City when he was playing for that side. But, of course, he's had his own fair moments as well, too. Right now, it's Saudi Arabia for him, Al Nassr. Meanwhile, we hear this deal has fallen off, not through now. It's fallen out completely. Maguire, who was keen to join Liverpool. Liverpool had submitted that deal for him. But looks like Crystal Palace were asking for even more. And Guehi, who scored a phenomenal goal for Crystal Palace over the weekend against Aston Villa, would have to stick around with that side now, I can imagine. Arsenal fans, this is for you. The Gunners have gotten Piero Hincapi. They've signed him from Bayer Leverkusen. Would he remain for Leverkusen again? I just wonder at this stage, man. He's a new centre-back that Arteta has brought in to join the Arsenal team. Meanwhile, Gigi Donnarumma, that's how it's pronounced, better for us in this part of the world, or isn't it? He is one who had been linked to Manchester City, and apparently that deal has been sorted now. Donnarumma coming through to become arguably first choice at this stage for the citizens who've seen Trafford stutter a few times already. Yeah, a bit more for you at this stage. Galatasaray, we're keen to get Ilkay Gundogan. Johan Visa has completed his Newcastle medical and surely should be a player playing for that Newcastle side. Had pushed, even came through with a statement telling Brentford, I beg, I won't leave now. Waiting there for Muna free me now, make I go. And now it is Newcastle, his destination. What else do I need to touch on now? Because they're quite a handful. Sunderland getting a player from Ajax, Bertrand Traore, for £2.5 million. And also Burnley signing a midfielder, Fiorentino Luis, on a season-long loan deal, while Real Betis have completed the deal to get Anthony from Manchester United. They enjoyed him while he was on loan with them and got to the UEFA Europa Conference League final and lost to Chelsea. And so they have gotten him now to be a player for them officially. Meanwhile, Nicholas Jackson has joined Bayern Munich. It's a loan deal from Chelsea with a conditional obligation to buy. And Dilly na my boy, Dilly na my boy. And that's Dilly. Dilly. What are your Dilly? I'm just joking too much now. But yeah, a man who should have really shown, had a great time at Tottenham Hotspur, but has gone down after that one. He's terminated his contract with Como, the team in the Italian Serie A. That's a wrap of some of the deals that have been wrapped up. We'll share with you even more as the show progresses. This is why I'm going to come back to Overdose and Adeze shortly after picking one or two calls of yours. I'll be finding out from them from a holistic perspective which team has done the best business, looking at the quality of players that have come into that setup. It's a window that is mad. Liverpool became the first team after Chelsea to spend over £400 million to sign players in one transfer window. Chelsea were the first side to achieve that feat in 2023. Liverpool have now done it in 2025, spending over £400 million in signing players in one transfer window. My God. 0201-277-0993. That's our number. You can dial that one. 0201-277-0993. Or for the female callers, 0201-465-7190. 0201-465-7190. What do you make of some of these deadline transfer stories, and how happy or sad are you for Nigerian players who moved from one club to another, with several going to the Premier League? Hello, welcome. How are you doing? Good evening.
Good evening. I did tire from okay. I don't know about this. Good evening.
Welcome.
Good evening. First of all, Atalanta didn't let Lupon go.
He's still their player. He's still there. He's inactive.
Wow. But has he joined the team? Has he started training before this international break?
No.
Oh. Well, as for the topic on ground, I think Liverpool did the best signings.
Okay.
In this transfer window.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your call. I'm wondering if you're equating money spent to quality. I'm just wondering. But nice to have your say on that. Hello, welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Mr. Tony.
Nice one.
This is Michael and Soma. Good evening. Head off for the good job. My name is Abedu from Ikodu.
Okay.
Concerning on the topic about Isaac work that money because the value of transfer now is high. If Madrid can go to from Chelsea to Arsenal for that amount, that means Isaac work that money. But where me I'm going is that for me, because I'm Liverpool fan, Slot never do work for Liverpool. For me, I'm just suggesting you. Is this season I want to see his work go. Because just like Adeze said, it's not all about signing. It is is the finishing product. So is this season I want to know how good Slot Slot is. So thank you, sir.
Thank you too, sir. Nice to hear from you. I'll take a few from social media. Those comments of yours keep pouring in. There's X at Nigeria Info FM. That's at Nigeria Info FM. And we have the WhatsApp portal too, a platform through which you can tell us what's up. Baleba or whatever his name is not better than Kobe Mino. That's a comment from somebody who does not have a name attached to this. Okay, Wilfred from Surulere says, please, Magoehi, what's up? Pass two updates around him. You sent these earlier before I shared the update, so I'm sure you've heard that now. The fact that deal apparently fell off or fell out. That should have been the man moving on to join the Reds, but Crystal Palace look like they would like to keep him until his contract elapses with them at the end of the season. Hello? Call me back if you can. Sorry about that connection challenge. I'll just do one more and then get to my colleagues in the studio. Hi, how are you doing?
Hello, good evening, Chuma, Dizo, and Adezi.
Good evening.
Good evening,
welcome.
Yeah, this Friday from Igbeleri.
Nice one, Friday.
See, Chuma, Isak is a good player. Forget that Salah and Hala, forget the team they are playing for. Isak is the reason why Newcastle we got to the Champions League place 2 seasons ago. And it was the reason they were able to win the Carabao Cup last season. So if Isak had been playing, maybe he was playing for a club like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Liverpool, or even Man City, I believe Isak will be scoring up to 25 goals per season. But for me, it's a good addition for Liverpool. But my worry is this: our defense. That Crystal Palace defender, that captain is supposed to buy. Our defense. You know, people were calling us shaky defense. The only clean sheet Liverpool have kept this season was against Arsenal yesterday. In the Community League final, we conceded 2 goals. Against Newcastle, we conceded 2 goals. Our first game, we conceded 2 goals. So Liverpool have conceded goals. So I don't know if the coach can do something. I don't know the margin he want to perform. Look at yesterday, it was Oboslak that played in the defense. So I don't know how we are going to cope with our defense. I don't know, but if we can fix our defense, I don't think any team will see Liverpool back with this season.
Right.
The gap between Liverpool and the second place will be up to 15 points at the end of the season. Thank you very much, Uma.
Thank you very much for your thoughts. So we're also streaming live on Facebook, by the way, and it's nice to see your comments on that platform. You can check us out on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3. That's Nigeria Info 99.3, or stream live on YouTube too, and drop your comments there if you can. This from Ozo Francis Namani, watching live from Amaguns in Enugu State, says, good evening, Femi and the gang. Happy New Month to everyone. Nice to have you join us all the way from Enugu State. Benro Francis Adewusi says, overdoses on points concerning Isak. Players like Isak in the Liverpool team is different from Isak in the Newcastle team. And Benro is sharing that, like I said. Bidemi Ajayi is watching us live from Kaduna. Thank you, Bidemi. Lovely stuff. Really nice to have you guys drop your thoughts as well. So beyond just streaming and seeing what Sadeze, Overdose, and Chuma look like in the studio, you can drop your comments too, and we'll read them through those platforms. We have another commercial break to come in just about 3 minutes time. I'll mention to you one more time that there's that money waiting for you. You could be the person I'll be speaking to on phone. Yeah. *347 *880 *3 hash, the code for one play. *347 *880 *3 hash, or the website www.oneplay.ng. www.oneplay.ng. 500 naira only. It's going to cost you to play, and 40,000 naira for multiple winners each, as always, as we do. That could be your reward on the broadcast tonight. 2 minutes before the commercial break, just the foundation, Adesian Overdose, One word each. When we return, you build on it. Which team did the best business from your POV?
Oh man, I would have quickly said Liverpool, but for the inability to get Maguire's deal over the line, I'll switch now to Arsenal. If they had, because as I was coming out from my place, and then I saw that they had submitted deal sheet for Maguire, and I'm like, yeah, they are my team of the season for the best business. Getting to the studio here now, that deal is off. That defense line is shaky. If anything happens to Van Dijk and Konate, Otilo, so I think I'm going to give it to Arsenal now, who managed to bring Hincapié over after they sold Kivio. So Hincapié is an upgrade on Kivio. So for me, it's Arsenal.
For me personally, I'll go with Chelsea, because in the transfer market, it's not just your ability to buy, it's also your ability to sell. Manchester United bought, but they were not selling.
I will counter this when we come
Chelsea are not just buying, but they are selling.
Okay.
That's smart business.
Okay.
So for me, I think I'll go for Chelsea.
Yeah, they'll tell us more when we return from this commercial break. You can also tell us something right now via WhatsApp using X at Nigeria Info FM or on our streaming platforms, Facebook and YouTube. It's Game On with Femi and the Gang got Nigeria Info. More around transfer deadline day. And still to come also a wrap of the action that we got in the Nigeria Premier Football League, as well as the top leagues on the European continent. What's up with Manchester City and Manchester United? Those teams from Manchester, what's the challenge they're having in the league this season? We have that to come. US Open and Formula One action to come as well. Stay with us, please.
We'll be right back.
Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy. Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial 347*880*3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same, whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347*880*3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
This is not just football. This is JJ Ball X, the game where every doggo, every race counts. Here, your football skills pay off. As you raise the ball, you fit raise your account balance. So if you think you're the next JJ and the shop for you, get on the BetKing app. Use the promo code JJ Bollex. Tap on casino. Click on JJ Bollex to play and start winning. Remember, not for persons under the age of 18. Play responsibly.
What's up, Nigeria?
Who's got the power? Redmi 15C. Who's got the style? Redmi 15C. Who's got the speed? Redmi 15C. Who they shine? Redmi 15C. The Redmi 15C is here. 6,000 mAh battery. Power that goes on and on. Redmi 15C. 33-watt fast charging. No darling. Redmi 15C. 6.9 screen. Big and bright. Redmi 15C. 50 MP AI camera. Oh yes. Redmi 15C. 7.9mm. So sleek, so strong. Redmi 15C. Octa-core power. Everything so strong. Redmi 15C.
The Redmi 15C delivers big battery, big screen, big performance, and big style. Whether you are watching videos, snapping photos, gaming, or simply staying connected with loved ones, the Redmi 15C is designed to make every moment better. Redmi, beyond sight, beyond night.
Xiaomi.
Remember how mom would wake up early, make
us breakfast. Are you in our uniform?
We have to do something special for her.
Yes, so let's make this money fast.
Why wait? Reward your mom now with a trip to Zanzibar in the 2025 3 Crowns Milk Mom of the Year competition. Write a note with each letter of her name and submit with a picture of 16s or 2 refill pouches or 30 sachets on www.3crowns.com.ng or at our collection centers for your chance to win. T's and C's apply. 3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms, happy families.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. My game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's my game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
Lift Expo Nigeria 2025. The International Elevators and Escalators Technologies Expo is coming to Nigeria. Experience the future of vertical transportation with over 75 plus exhibitors from Germany, China, Italy, Turkey, and India. September 2nd to 4th, 2025. Venue, Landmark Center, VI. Entry is free.
Can I get a Heineken?
Sorry, we're out of Heineken. Just kidding.
Unique, balanced taste for that first.
Is very, very extraordinary.
Heineken for a fresher world. Not for sale to persons under 18. Drink responsibly.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
Oh, the only detergent that keeps me bright and fresh. Bana bata lokaci a wurin wanki. Viva mafi inganci. Ito da sakwa hirin netin yo mere Viva. Chiri Viva. Maswa koko atowo relu yo Viva. Viva, oh Viva. Ina some Viva. Opu muiche Viva. Omero Viva titila. Viva, oh Viva. Ina some Viva. Opu muiche Viva. Omero Viva titila. Viva, oh Viva. Ina some Viva. Opu muiche Viva. I love my Viva forever.
Viva Plus detergent, a quality cleaning powder from Aspira.
Start your day and have a good time.
Kivo Crema.
And where you need to have the break time.
Kivo Crema.
It's not tea, but garita.
Kivo Crema. Kivo Crema.
Looking for ways to save your data? It starts with your apps. Deleting unused apps helps, but there is more. Most apps have data saver modes. Activate them to control data usage. You can also go to settings to turn off auto updates. Lastly, close unused apps to save data when you ain't using your apps. These changes can make a big difference. For more information, visit your mobile operator's website or consumer.ncc.gov.ng for more helpful tips. Stay connected and enjoy smarter data usage. This message is brought to you by the Association of Telecom Operators and Nigerian Communications Commission.
Malta Guinness is now 600 naira.
Now you get the same refreshing, nourishing, rich premium Malta Guinness for just 600 naira. Available at stores near you. Malta Guinness, here for every kind of view.
Okay, let's do some value jet math. Take one dependable airline with a reputation for reliability. Add two exciting West African destinations, Accra and Banjul. Multiply by countless cultural experiences and breathtaking views. Divide by the consistent service ValueJet is known for. And what's your answer? The right formula for your next trip.
ValueJet connects you to West Africa with new routes to Accra and Banjul. Whether it's a business trip, bagging a degree, or a dream vacation, ValueJet will take you there. Book your journey on www.flyvaluejet.com.
Always ready.
ValueJet. Wings for everyone.
Oh, lunch. Guys, I'm going for lunch. Please, put more stew. Nice meal. Ah, my chest.
Suffering from heartburn and indigestion? Try Just Eat. Just Eat is a brand of aluminium and magnesium hydroxide and simethicone. Just Eat is available in suspension and tablets. Remedy for heartburn, indigestion, flatulence, and acidity.
Jested, now available in new packs. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please see your doctor. Read leaflet inside.
The group chat said, come through with surprises and drama. And you did, with Gordon's in hand.
We'll cling to that.
Gordon's, shall we? Not for sale to persons below the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Yes.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids Milo 3-in-1, milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! As a mom and a dentist, I know the importance of strong teeth, beautiful white smile, and fresh breath. They give you the confidence to eat the right foods without worry, speak confidently in public, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent's Triple Protection 1, 2, 3. It's 3 toothpaste in 1 to protect their teeth from holes, give them white teeth, and fresh breath. The confidence of 3 toothpaste in 1. Pepsodent's Triple Protection 1, 2, 3.
Stay fresh, stay dry with Nivea Dry. No but smell, it dey protect from sweat and it dey last wella.
Nivea Dry don't get 25 ml pack. Make you rush go buy am.
The price set, no dey tear pocket. Make you stay fresh, stay dry with Nivea Dry.
Nivea Dry deodorant will help you maintain your steeze. It only for 25 ml small size for boys and girls wey sabi. Party people, jollof gone, pounded yam gone, but water, unfinished bottles abandoned like Sia wrapper. Ha!
The new 33cl Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Big enough to refresh, small enough to finish. No waste, no wahala. And with our trusted 13-step quality process, every drop is refreshingly safe. Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Source of hydration you can trust.
Hey, Omo! See package! This is what I call full house.
Yes, sir. That's me. I full.
Huh? Who's talking about you? I'm talking about this Peak Yogurt Drink Full House pack in your hand.
The Peak Yogurt Drink 1 liter Full House pack with more refreshment contains fresh cow milk. Share and enjoy full house goodness filled with essential vitamins and minerals. Peak. Reach for your peak.
Meals have a way of taking us on a journey. And when you add plenty of vegetables like efo, ugu, and season with the rich taste of North seasoning cubes, even better.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of Knorr cubes. Today, eat for good.
Lift Expo Nigeria 2025. The International Elevators and Escalators Technologies Expo is coming to Nigeria. Experience the future of vertical transportation with over 75 plus exhibitors from Germany, China, Italy, Turkey, and India. September 2nd to 4th, 2025. Venue, Landmark Center, VI. Entry is free.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
My name is Esther Korompo and I play for AFC Toronto. We are hanging out with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info FM.
Feel the magic in the air.
9.3 Nigeria Info FM in the words of Esther Korompo, one of the shining stars for Nigeria Super Falcons in the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. We won title number 10. Our teams are battling for the title. It's early days though, but that drive to get the ultimate prize as being the best in your league amongst the big leagues in Europe is why these sides have been signing players, and it's been a busy day for many top teams. I think that just to mention, in addition to something that Daisy mentioned earlier on the show, it shows that it's a thing around human beings, right? The fact that you say you have a meeting by so-so time, or there's a church service by so-so time, or you have something important to do, and you're like, time's you day. You know, check, 1 hour to the time. What am I doing? You know, start hurrying to get to the place. Same thing with even the big clubs in Europe. They had all the time to wrap certain deals up, but they waited until the final day. I think it's a human thing. You just want that drama towards the end, or don't you? My name is Chuma Noli, and there's also Overdose alongside Daisy here in the studio too. You are out there. Your thoughts do matter to us and for us. We appreciate you for always having your say on the show. Before 10 p.m., we'll be rewarding some persons with some good cash, and that's got you of our guys at One Play 40,000 Naira HTV1. You can use the website to play out the code. The website is www.oneplay.ng. That's oneplay.ng. The code is *347 *880 *3 hash *347 *880 *3 hash. The cost is only 500 Naira for each ticket you purchase in your quest to win. Good luck to you in advance. When you're done playing, please have your phone not too far away from you, because we'll be calling those winners live on the show tonight. Now, if we want to focus on the transfer window, we know we'll finish this show today. So I'll just touch a bit more on the transfer window before we run to live football that we saw over the weekend, and also things being activated from the tennis side of life in the US Open, as well as the Dutch Grand Prix. So guys, you mentioned the teams. Overdose picks Chelsea. Adeze says could have been Liverpool, but it's Arsenal for her. The clubs that have done the best business holistically in this transfer window. Time to tell us why you went for those choices and options of yours, guys.
I'll let you go first.
Oh, okay. I was going to talk about for Arsenal. They knew they needed a backup for David Raya in case. I don't know how they managed to convince a winner like Arrizabalaga to join permanently. Then Gyökeres, then Noni Madueke, then Mosquera, Norgard, Zubimendi, and Hincapi. So for me, this is already a star-studded Arsenal team. So what they did was to provide competition in every department, whether through injury or loss of form or whatever. They just beefed up their squad. It's easy to look at Liverpool to say, for me, what Liverpool did was to replace their outguns. Although they came at a hefty price, it looks glamorous, it looks eye-catchy, but what they did was to replace. But what Arsenal did was to beef up, because a lot of Arsenal fans, if you ask them, they will tell you, did you really need him? But let him come. It's the icing on the cake. That's the word Arsenal fans keep using. So what Liverpool did was to replace Darwin Núñez, late Jota, and Luis with Ekitike, Isak, and Florian Wirtz all combined. So for me, Arsenal won it. And again, the fact that they beat Liverpool to Zubimendi was what Liverpool dreamt about. They drooled over him. They courted him. They sniffed around him, last season. But eventually, Arsenal won the man. I don't think there's any midfielder that can beat a press. The fact the cooler of Arsenal's midfield is Martin Zubimendi, and yesterday we saw what he was able to do. before the technicians and the tacticians came on board. So for me, Arsenal won it, but Liverpool should have, but because they could not get the Maguire deal over the line, it means that anything that happens, that they will have to go back to the academy to bring boys who are not ready for the Premier League as an emergency backing. But good news is that Gomez...
They got that young boy too, Leone.
His name. Yeah, Leone from Parma.
18 years old.
Yeah, for Parma. He's not ready for the Premier League. So I think what they did, they were smart. Gomez was going to go. Joe Gomez. Some clubs came from in Italy. They held on because they know that he can be a backup to either of the Van Dijk or Konate. So I think I'll give it to Arsenal, who beefed up because they know that when Saka was not there, everybody, hey, but Noni Madueke showed that, hey, I can be a direct attacker. I can bring what Saka does, although end products can vary slightly because Saka is more fruitful than Noni Madueke, who I think can improve under Mikel Arteta. That's where I go back to coaching. Coaching now, I want to see Arteta coach Madueke to become a better player, not selfish, just know when to release the ball and not hold it for too long that you stifle your attacking momentum.
Diesel, she has defended her case around.
Well, of course,
doing the best business holistically.
Well, I beg to differ.
Okay,
I
sir.
think this is a beg to differ.
Defend your point, sir.
And I would have backings to show for it. Like I said before the break, when you're talking about transfers, it's not just your ability to buy; it's also your ability to sell, which I definitely would want to give Chelsea kudos for. Now, I'll start from the selling. Chelsea have a huge squad, no doubt. They have a squad that actually has depth, but at the end of the day, they still figured out that, okay, we need fresh legs, we need new players. What do? We can't just keep the old ones, so they sold. First off, Noni Madueke, 56 million euros. I mean, how do you sell Noni Madueke to Arsenal for 56 million euros? I'm sure a lot of Arsenal fans are still upset as to that transfer, but yes, Noni Madueke is a good player. Then Christopher Nkunku, a Christopher Nkunku that wasn't even playing regularly. Chelsea still managed to sell him for 37 million euros. João Felix to Al Nassr. They collected money from Al Nassr, 30 million euros to sell João Felix. Yeah. That's how many. Jordan Petrovic to Bournemouth, 28 million. Leslie Ugochukwu to Burnley, 28 million. Drewsby Hall to Everton, 28 million. Renato Veiga to Villarreal, 24 million. Armando Broja to Burnley, 23 million. Kani Chukwuemeka to Dortmund, 20 million. And you tell me that somebody will come here and say Chelsea are not doing business. Even Kepa Arrizabalaga, 5 million euros. Now let's look at who they brought in. Because Ada is laughing. João Pedro, 63 million euros. What has João Pedro shown? That he can score goals. In fact, we saw him. Let me please, Chuma. Let me start from the Club World Cup. This was a man with Aquara. Aquara was everywhere. He was scoring goals. Led Chelsea to winning the Club World Cup. How many goals has he scored this season? He has scored 3. This season alone for Chelsea. Now, Alejandro Garnacho. I don't know how Manchester United did it, but Alejandro Garnacho has gone to Chelsea for 40 million. Jorel Hato, 44 million. Liam Delap, 35 million. Estevao, the wonder kid Estevao. How much? 34 million. Dario Ishugo, that's not gone. He's not at Chelsea. Esugo, how much? 22 million. Mamadou Sarr, 14 million. Kendrick Paez, 10 million. Facundo Bonanote, of course, from Brighton. They've loaned him to Strasbourg. What am I saying? Chelsea are balancing the books. I think chemistry. Balancing the equation. They are balancing the equation. And somebody will come here and tell me they've not done the best transfer business. Look at Liverpool. Liverpool are spending money. Yes, it's good to spend money. But even at that said, you don't just buy for buying sake. Chelsea are not just selling to balance the books. They are buying to strengthen their squad. So for me personally, I'll go for Chelsea. Chelsea, they're using wisdom, intellect. You see Akanuche, very important. Because you cannot just buy without selling. You need to also sell to buy. And that is what I call good business. So for me, Chelsea all the way, number 1.
Okay.
There's nothing to care about it. So let's go.
I allow you to finish.
Yeah. Let's go to the fans.
Allow me to.
Because at any point, I'm ready for you this evening.
I'm going to the list now once a day is done.
Please. Rebuttal.
Okay.
Now, do you know what he succeeded in doing?
What?
He succeeded in calculating somebody's money that's going to his pocket in the guise of PSR.
You did not calculate.
Todd Boehly is a businessman.
Oh,
now,
really?
If they gather all the Premier League fans, sentiment aside, no bias, no emotions, no fanaticism, and ask who are the genuine Premier League title contenders this season, you will not call Chelsea Football Club.
You say what?
Because all of these signings, none of them have shown a genuine sporting project. They're all there for business. What can I say? You call the wonder kid 18 years of age who could be sold for 80 million in the next 2 years.
William.
Apart from Pedro, who has an Premier League experience.
I can't even call his full name. That's how good
in
he
fact,
is.
You don't
I can't call his full name.
His name is Esteval Willian. That's the full name.
No, that's not his full name. Go and check.
Now,
let me check for you.
No, truth is that
hold on.
Chelsea Football Club are bringing in, their model is different. So for a club that wants to go far in the Champions League, you can't compare the signings that Liverpool and Arsenal have done over. For Eberechi, he won the FA Cup. For Alexander Isak, he wants something and made it. So look at, people are signing for sporting projects. Chelsea are signing for business projects. So in this life, ambition differs. You can join a particular school because this is what you want to achieve. I'm joining this school. This is what I want to achieve. So Chelsea cannot be the best summer signing. They did that because they calculated Bolly money. The money is going to his bag.
All right, guys. So over now to the
for sporting project, for title contention, for squad depth. Arsenal Football Club
second
have done it
on the league table. Where is Arsenal? Third.
As league just the start now. Baba, calm down now.
I'm telling you.
How many games you don't play?
From 3 games.
How many?
And you say I'm calculating Todd Boehly's money.
Have you watched their game against Fulham and Palace?
What do you mean?
You saw how they won Fulham. Fulham took the lead.
No
controversy.
How did Liverpool beat Newcastle last minute?
They could not beat Crystal Palace.
These will always be there. Don't bring it up. You always be there in the Premier League.
Time to go to the list now. I've just turned off your mics, your respective mics, so I can go to the list now too on the show. That's the beauty of Game On tonight, guys. It's the back and forth. It's trying to make so much sense in the process too. Which team do you think did the best business in the transfer?
Let me tell you. I did say Esteval's full name. Okay. His name is Esteval William Almeida de Oliveira Concalves.
He's up for sale.
That is the name of the man that
he's up for sale in 2 years.
I'm not talking again.
He's up for sale in 2 years. Is that what you want?
Full lines are blinking. What are you thinking before time begins sinking? I should keep quiet, but my mouth is not stinking, by the way. It's Game On with Femi and the Gang on Nigeria Info. I can see your comments also on our Facebook stream, as well as WhatsApp and X at Nigeria Info FM. I'll be getting to those comments and reading them as many as we can. Still to come on the show, look back at what the weekend offered us in football in Nigeria and the rest of the world. Shout out to Morocco, champions of the CHAN competition, the African Nations Championship, beating Madagascar in the final to win that title. And also fans of tennis and Formula One, we have you covered as well. That will be coming through. Right now, though, it's your calls to fuel your polls. 0201 277 0993. Our number 0201 277 0993. And for the female callers or women callers or lady callers, 0201 465 7190. 0201 465 7190. Enough of my talking. Now you can show some walking. Hello, welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Well done for the good work. It's Abiodun calling from Ikudu once again.
Welcome.
For me, the best signings is the people that do the best signings is Arsenal. I'm a Liverpool fan now. I'm a Liverpool fan. The best club that do the best signings is Arsenal for me.
Wow. Thank you for your call, Abiodun. Liverpool fan who's picking Arsenal as a team with the best business in this summer transfer window. Hello. Hi.
No.
Yes, so welcome.
Uma Baba.
Oshe.
I'm on the bad side of the studio.
I didn't tell you, man.
That's why we love Ovadizo and Adezi, Mike.
Yeah, it's the beauty of our broadcast, the humor and everything else.
Yeah. So Joel Gabriel calling from Lekki.
Welcome, Joel.
Good evening, Ovadizo and Adezi.
Good evening, welcome.
Yeah, your head did, yeah.
Thank you.
Chuma.
Yeah.
I won't use sugar to cover anything. You know me, Chuma. No analysis that will lead to paralysis.
Okay.
I'm not a Chelsea fan. I'm a Barcelona fan.
Okay.
But Chuma, Chelsea. Chuma, how do you know a team that made the best signing?
from the best signing they made, is delivering for them. Very simple. The signing, the signing they made is delivering for them.
Pedro,
That's how to know. Is how to know a team that has the best signing.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
But Chuma, I have to just make this call. I have to make this call because Chuma, I'm very, very worried.
What's that?
Very, very worried, Chuma. I'm very, very sad. I must tell you the truth. I don't know what are these and over this thing because Nigeria players, Chuma. I don't know what is going on. I'm not sure. It's not ordinary, Chuma. There's something wrong somewhere.
Wow.
Yes. By now, Victor Osimhen should be playing for Real Madrid, either Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Barcelona. World striker, one of the best striker in the world. Everywhere he go, Chuma, he conquered. What is wrong? What is happening? Look at Ademola Lookman.
Yeah.
He's only Nigeria player. Look at the player Vadizo mentioned just now. The player that don't even know how to play football, who's supposed to go and be learning mechanic and shoemaker. They are pricing them for 80 million, 90 million, 100 million. When you get to Nigeria player, you'll be pricing them if they want to buy chingom.
I can feel your pain. I need to pick more calls now, but I can feel your pain, really.
Honestly,
and you've made some important points.
It's very, very sad.
Right.
God bless you, Chima.
God bless you too. Thank you so much. We have a commercial break in just about 30 seconds time. I can use that to squeeze in this call. Hello, welcome.
Good evening, Chuma Nolino.
Yes, good evening. Quickly, please. What's your name?
Thank you very much. You are on to Felix from Ikorodu.
Fantastic.
Overdose, the king of the jungle.
I greet you.
The king of I beg to
20
differ.
more seconds.
The only
20
man
more
who
seconds.
can slay anybody footballically analyzing the speed of sport reportage. Overdose, I agree with you. I agree with you, my man. You are raising my spine this evening because Adeze Michael does not understand the rudiment of football marketing. And you are telling her how it's done.
All right. Thank you for your call. Sorry, I'm taking you off. That's because we have the commercial break. I told you you had 30 seconds. We'll be back with more after this one, guys. Transfer stories, tennis, and otherwise.
Protect from sweat and need a last fella.
Nivea Dry don't get 25 ml pack. Make your rush go buy am.
The prices no dey tear pocket. Make you stay fresh, stay dry with Nivea Dry.
Nivea Dry deodorant will help you maintain your steez. E don dey for 25 ml small size for boys and girls wey sabi.
With Nivea Dry.
Can I get a Heineken?
Sorry, we're out of Heineken.
Ah.
Just kidding.
Unique, balanced taste for that first. Ah.
Is very, very extraordinary.
Heineken for a fresher world. Not for sale to persons under 18. Drink responsibly.
Imagine that your car engines are running smoothly. Plus, you get instant cash or airtime rewards for that. You don't have to imagine any further in the AP Lubricants Instant Rewards promo, where everybody is a winner. From the 1st of August to December 31st, 2025, buy Visco 2000, Super Visco Static, HD40, or any other AP Lubricants grade and get 200 naira for 1 liter, 400 naira for 4 liters, and 1,000 naira for 25 liters. Just like that. No delays, no stress, instant cash out. So hurry now. Visit any AP filling station or accredited seller near you to get your AP lubricants and come out a winner. Terms and conditions apply.
AP Lubricants, engineered for excellent engine performance.
Osalobua. Baba, make you help me, oh. Make I dey shine my eyes. Make my enemies no see me, oh. Even when I dey sleep, make I no lose guard, oh. Baba, in short, just dey help me stay alert. As Airtel, they alert me anytime Yahoo people send spam message to take scam me, oh.
At Airtel, we have taken proactive steps to keep you safe from every spam activity with Airtel News Spam Alert service. Powered by AI, it scans text in real time with no app or setup needed. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. My game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's my game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
Oh, the only detergent that keeps me bright and fresh. I know the waste time to wash. I thought my clothes have the best, so why go less? You can't wash a lot with a little Viva. Use Viva. Don't waste your time, don't waste your money. Use Viva. Viva, oh Viva. I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever. Viva, oh Viva. I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever. Viva, I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever.
Viva detergent, a quality cleaning powder from Aspira.
Malta Guinness is now 600 naira. Now you get the same refreshing, nourishing, rich premium Malta Guinness for just 600 naira. Available at stores near you. Malta Guinness, here for every kind of you.
Okay, sandwich, fruits, and water. The new 33cl Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Handy size for my little ones. No more half-finished bottles coming back home. The new 33cl bottle. Big enough to refresh, small enough to finish. And thanks to our trusted 13-step quality process, every drop is refreshingly safe. Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Source of hydration you can trust.
Malta Guinness is now 600 naira. Now you get the same refreshing, nourishing, rich premium Malta Guinness for just 600 naira. Available at stores near you. Malta Guinness, here for every kind of you.
The biggest stories around the world.
3,298 inmates on death row in Nigeria prisons.
All in one platform.
Plans are underway to evacuate Nigerians in Sudan.
Let's talk sport.
Let's talk information, news, and current affairs.
It recommends that INEC should not be a defendant when we have election petitions.
Together, we'll have a great conversation and more.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Okay, sandwich, fruits, and water. The new 33cl Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Handy size for my little ones. No more half-finished bottles coming back home. The new 33cl bottle. Big enough to refresh, small enough to finish. And thanks to our trusted 13-step quality process, every drop is refreshingly safe. Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Source of hydration you can trust.
It is blessings upon blessings for you. Thank you for connecting to this lovely dial, 99.3 Nigeria Info. It's a game on show with Femi and the gang. And there's one more hour to have fun with you as a brand. Chuma, Daisy, and Overdose in the studio. Your thoughts are pouring in like water from a tap on social media. My word, are they many? I'll take as many as I can as quickly as possible before we switch gear for a bit away from the transfer stories to what we saw from the beautiful game over the weekend in Nigeria and also on the European scene. Of course, the US Open is still up and alive, and at this stage, we've had 2 high-profile names in the men's draw march on to the quarterfinals. There's even more. This evening, we saw some very big game, and we'll bring you up to speed with that one from the ladies' draw. Welcome back again. One play cash also waiting for you. That just feels like the icing on the cake, or doesn't it? And I'll not be happy with myself if I hoard some good information that can put a smile on your face. Imagine starting your September with some lucky money. That will mean that money will just be flowing like that, for the month. If you can afford to play, I'm going to use that line, afford, because it's not compulsory, of course, but if you can afford to play, maybe you should give it a try, and who knows, maybe enough to pick you as one of the winners to get 40,000 on the show today. It's going to cost you only 500 naira to play, by the way. There's a website option or the code. The website is www.oneplay.ng, www.oneplay.ng, and the code is *347 *880 *3#, *347 *880 *3#. We'll be going in for the draw before 10 p.m. to have cash given out to lucky persons like yourself. Over now to some of those comments of yours from social media. I wanted to say something else and say my word are they many, like I said earlier. Good evening, Chuma, Abadoz and Ada. The imminent transfer of Tyreek George to Fulham and Nicholas Jackson's loan move to Bayern Munich means that Chelsea have now banked upwards of £300 million, Premier League record for player sales during a summer window. That's crazy. Prince Solovid from Aja is sharing this with me. Prince, great stuff. Yeah, it is making that much money, but I'll also tell you, not trying to bust your bubble though, that Chelsea have spent way more money than any other team in the Premier League in signing players in the last 5 seasons. They've spent over 1.2 billion. So it's only glaring that when you spend all that money signing all of these players in the last set of years, that at the point you start making the money back by selling these guys too. All right, so it's reward time now for the Blues, and it's good to see, or isn't it? Adeze Chuma Rhymes and over Diesel. It'd be like Liverpool have some oil wells in the Middle East and worry. When they see this money Liverpool have spent, well, I hope Isak doesn't scatter that their dressing room. Ima is sending this. He's based in Lagos. Ima, yeah, strong point, man. Spending over £400 million to sign players means the money's coming from somewhere. But I'll tell you this for free. We've said a few times already today that they only signed Chiesa last summer, meaning they had money. They had not spent money there.
Yeah, so
also
they brought their balance.
They won the Premier League title as well.
Of course.
Over 100
so
million
they have
from
evidence.
Winning the Premier League title as well. Too, they signed a new shared sponsorship deal that's giving them more money than the previous deal. So money came in from different sources, and they were not spending. Now they are spending, and even with the 400 million plus they have spent to sign players, they have made over 195 million pounds initially from selling their players to Kwanzaa. They made money from him. They let go Diaz to Bayern Munich, and they made money from that. This other guy went to Al Hilal. Darwin Nunes, they made money from that too. So they made over 195 million pounds from selling players while also spending 400 plus to sign. So that's it.
In fact, you've given them more than enough evidence. So I don't think and these big clubs, how many times have you heard the big clubs get into the hot water of PSR? Because they find a way to bend these laws. They find a way to get themselves out of hot water. So I think that Liverpool are very safe. And what a way to also support a man that just came to England and won you the league.
Yeah.
So that just, let's support you and see what further you can do. So Liverpool don't have issues. But for Chelsea FC, them and their fans, they know in their hearts that after pocketing these 300 million, you're doing it for Todd Bowley and consortium. That is why they bought the club. To make money for their pockets.
Football is about
not
names.
for sporting projects.
Football is about names,
and you make money, throw it away.
Okay, football is about names, but a functional unit. I'm sure you wanted to say football is not about names, but a functional unit. This same Chelsea shut fans up when they won the Club World Cup. You share with us. I wish you had your name attached to your message, but you don't have a name to that message. Thank you for sharing, though. Diego K from Lekki says, good evening, Studio Lords and Queen Adese. I think Liverpool have made the best signings, as at now Chelsea is doing what I call perambulating and exchanging.
That's for you.
They go nowhere this season, he says. Over Diesel, I beg, no use your... Diego K, thank you for your thoughts. Okay, that's the thing about what we do here, and I love it really when it happens that way. You know that for everything in life, there are always 2 or even more angles to arguments and conversations, and we love to give you the balance here on Nigeria Info. Okay, we we don't want to sound monotonous. That's the fact. So even when I know that this thing is white, if I can research to prove to you that there's a bit of black around it, for the sake of learning, because we learn from ourselves every day. That's why I love it when I come on radio. You know, nobody's an island of knowledge. We don't claim to be an island of knowledge, right? But we come in, research well enough. You make your case. This one makes his case. Everybody learns from themselves. And then you, the listener, has the power to tell us what you think eventually. Imagine if every time we come on air, we're just telling you, Chuma is the best at what he does. It's Chuma. You get bored at the point. If you're seeing a movie and you can predict the movie, wouldn't you get bored? You will now. If you're watching a football match and you can predict it and know that, it will happen, say, Zoboslai will score goal 82nd minute, and after that, no other goal go day. You get bored now. So we have to give you every side of the divide until sometimes don't take these things personal, okay? It's just so we can learn together. And that's why we have to have these different thoughts. Again, we're human, aren't we? Imagine if everybody on earth had the same perspective to everything. Probably like madness, or maybe so. Good evening, Chuma. You see, sometimes I don't understand Adeze's point of view. Okay, Overdose is on point. Okay, Don Pexto from Yaba College of Technology, a diehard Chelsea fan, he says. Thank you for your thoughts. Dino is also speaking from Ebute Meta and says, good evening, Chumality, Diesel and Ada. For me, Liverpool have made the best deals over the transfer window, just as Elder was saying. Buying Alex is just an icing on the cake for them. But with this team, if they can't win at least 2 trophies, then it will be on their own failure for this season. Randall Kolomwani is now a sports player on loan. Flex up, guys, you say. Thank you for this. Dino from Ebute Meta. Good day, Ada, Truman over Diesel. As for me, my best transfer is from Arsenal because they were able to sign from all the sides, every department for the team, from strikers to midfielders and down to the defense. It could have been Liverpool had it been that they signed Maguire. Good job, guys, and please, over Diesel, they calm down. Moses from Shasha has this one. Thank you, T, for your thoughts, Moses. Keep it going, shall we, on the show? Game on with Femi and the gang, and this is Nigeria Info. What's up with the weekend? Phone line, see the blink at the com. We have 51 minutes to hang out with you, so we'll be picking more of your calls. Right now, though, before I go to tennis and Formula One for a bit, and then touch on what we saw over the weekend as to football, let's inform you that there's some cool stuff happening around the place, right? Guys at Firemour Whiskey surely do have some cool information for you at this stage, and they always want you to fire more, to keep pushing for more successes. That's the whole drive around this. The taste is cool, ready to inspire you too. You know, that's it. Fire more brandy. That brandy for those who do not settle for less. They desire fire more brandy, and they go for fire more brandy. They push boundaries. You know, they're not ready to run away when people tell them no. They want to believe when they are pushing for their dreams, that is, when they are pushing to achieve success, when they have a goal to achieve academically, financially, doing it the right way. And people are like, no, doubt yourself. They're like, no, I will not doubt myself. I believe in myself. That's really that desire for fire more brandy. They push boundaries, break the rules, rewrite scripts. When others fire, they fire more. And fire more brandy is the spirit for the extraordinary. The drink of choice for those who dare for more, made with quality ingredients and carefully selected materials. Fire more brandy unlocks your boldness and audacity to reach for more. So join the revolution of people who will never settle for less. Grab a bottle of Fire more brandy and raise a glass to the bold and the fearless, alongside the unapologetic. Fire more brandy is flexible and can be enjoyed neat or in different kinds of cocktails. You can discover your choice and go for it. Good thing too is that Fire more brandy is available in every shop, that supermarket or superstore that sells quality drinks. But if you need specifics now in Lagos, it's available for supplies at Niger 1 and Niger 3 Trade Fair Markets, also Joye Market Mushin. You can join on a journey of more adventure across all social media platforms at FireMore_brandy. At FireMore_brandy. It's not for pregnant women or persons under the age of 18. It's important to you that even if you're over 18, you have to always drink responsibly. Liverpool were responsible for their success yesterday in the game against Arsenal, that many saw as an early season defining moment. Yeah, these teams finished first and second in their respective rights last time. Liverpool were champions, Arsenal was second best. And so when they had to meet themselves on match day 3, felt like a win for any of the two sides would give them an upper hand in that race for the ultimate prize. Eventually, there was just one goal scored by Dominic Soboslai after the 80th minute of the fiction. Even the boss of the Reds and his lots admitted that it was only that moment of magic that had to define a game of this magnitude.
Yeah, I think the game needed a moment of magic for either team to win it. Uneventful game. I don't think a lot of things happened. Not in the first half, not in the second half. I think they were the first half. They pressed us a little bit better, or we pressed them a little bit worse. So they had, from my feeling, a little bit more of the game. Second half, it was the opposite. I think we pressed them a little bit better. We were a bit better on the ball, but so equal. And then a moment of magic decided the game for us.
Truly, that was the reality. It didn't look like the most entertaining or the most exciting game in the world, that fixture, but I thought the two sides were being a bit careful at days and overdose, which is, better make we carry 1 point than to drop all three. More so Arsenal, which may have come back to pinch Arteta.
Yeah, I in fact, it's quite coincidental that both of us were on comms for that game, myself and Adize. And it really looked like it was a cagey affair, to be honest. But I also feel that Arsenal pushed, especially in the first half, down that Noni Madueke wing. They created some chances, and then Liverpool also repelled. But at the end of the day, Liverpool enjoying so much of the possession, also trying to worry Arsenal, but Arsenal's defense was so good. You have to give it to them. I mean, even with the injury to Saliba early on, Mosquera came in and he just fitted in nicely, was there defending every ball. Zubimendi also helping out in the defense, Declan Rice as well. So I think Arsenal really were looking for that very, very significant moment of the game, either in the first half or the second half, to actually hold Arsenal. Liverpool should have also done same, especially with a chance that fell to Virgil van Dijk midway through the first half, where he opted to pass to Hugo Ekitike. Mo Salah also tried to create so many chances, but Julian Timber, the defense line of Arsenal, they were their A game. Calafiori as well, solid blocks from him. Timber, in as much as I want to, agree with you that both sides were really looking for at least a share of the spoils, but in spells, large spells, you could see that Arsenal definitely wanted it more. Liverpool, yes, they enjoyed the possession, but Arsenal were gritty. They were determined. Liverpool, they enjoyed much of the possession, troubled Arsenal as well, but that moment of magic really was what settled it. Because at first, when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, this is far off. He might want to look for a Liverpool player. But because he was standing with Salah talking about Zoboslai, but when he told Salah, don't worry, that Salah should go, forward and just try and lock around the box, I was like, no, this guy can't do this. Or can he? And the distance was really far. But
incredible stuff. So while Liverpool won, my concern and worries for the teams from Manchester. Yes, United eventually found a way to wrap things up, winning 3-2. But Adese, Manchester City, we thought that all things have passed away, right? More so with the new signings that had come through with Honga, Reinders. If you think I'm lying, go and check it with Ryan. Checky, who came on to. These are players who have joined the Citizens. But it feels like it's the same complaint from last season. 2 defeats in 3 games for Pep's team. The latest, that 2-1 loss to Brighton, despite scoring first.
I think that 2 losses in 1 week doesn't look good for Pep Guardiola and whatever projects he's trying to renew. And this is a man that pretty much looks tired. I don't think I've seen Pep Guardiola tired in a long time. City are still a team in the rebuilding process. I would say transition. Look at them moving almost everybody out. I don't know anybody still they remain. Manuela Konji, Gundogan, Ederson, like Kevin De Bruyne, people don't come out. So it's like a new City. And then unfortunately for them, Czechia also picked up an injury early on in that game. So what could they have done? It's a bit of, though Brighton have always been a tricky customer. Brighton do raise their games. In fact, the 2 teams they face now, naturally or historically, usually gives them headache. Whether it was City of Kevin De Bruyne and the rest of them, Tottenham have always found a way. During Jose Mourinho, during Antonio Conte, and now Thomas Frank started with the script because they play in their hands, which is that counter-attacking opportunity they give their opponents. For Brighton as well, Brighton also tricky customer. City started the game quite well. Erling Haaland opened scoring, but when Brighton realized that they were hosts to be, picked at, despite the presence of Rodri in that midfield area. That midfield area was a bit porous, it was open, and they ran the show. Look at James Milner breaking a record or coming closer to the second, oldest man to score a penalty in the Premier League. So Brighton were adventurous. They brought in the intensity that City no longer were able to, manage. So overall, it's Pep Guardiola. Everybody has given up on him, but I have not given up on him. Talking about coaching, talking about manager, he has a combination. And we don't have a lot of them in the Premier League that's got the two gifts. What we have littered everywhere is managers. They just come, manage the players, get the result, and boom. But for Pep, remember, this is the man that makes fullbacks to step into midfield, center backs to, go into as fullbacks. Then as a forcer, he has reinvented the game. But my worry for him is that those special kind of players that I've mentioned, I've said that in the past, those special players that made his job a bit easier, replicating those tactics, replicating those instructions that, coaches may not be able to cover. Position coaches now, those players are not really there. The Kevin De Bruyne are special people. The David Silva, Bernardo Silva is no longer, he's no spring chicken. Ika Gundogan is loyal servant, his neighbor, his good friend, and his son is almost out of the club. So it's like a new look Manchester City now. It's going to take a while for them, and I'm sure at this level they should accept that title of transition. There's no shame in accepting it. So it's just about building the team around Erling Haaland, Tijani Reinders, and then they're going to be good.
I also think that the sale of Kevin De Bruyne really made things worse, because he was like creative spark in the midfield. Yes, Tijani Reinders is good. We saw what he did against Wolves, but Kevin De Bruyne, even with one leg, will find you out right there up front. Whether it's Omar Mamouche, whether it's Erling Haaland, he's the main reason why Erling Haaland scored so many goals. But we see now that Erling Haaland is struggling, even though he scored against Brighton. There's no midfielder who can really put that eye of the needle pass and locate the big Norwegian up front and give him the assist that he needs. So I also think that, coupled with the injury to Rodri, is really what is affecting Man City right now.
After they lost that game, Rodri said, "I'm not Messi." Even Messi, his side, Inter Miami lost to Seattle Sounders, didn't they, in the final of the cup competition in the USA. Well, I would let you in on a bit more. Chelsea fans, happy times. 7 points for you guys from 3 matches. Well done to the Blues, who had won their fixture. Yeah, on Saturday. Quite a convincing win. Bit of controversy, though, as to the penalty that was converted by Enzo Fernandez. But the goal by Yao Pedro, clean enough. Chelsea are taking some beautiful corner kicks these days. I'm wondering if there's a national inspiration around that. They beat Fulham by 2 goals to nothing.
And then the disallowed goal, too.
Yeah. The one Fulham scored in the first half.
PJMOL have come out to apologize that it was an error, and that goal shouldn't have been disallowed. So maybe we'll see the referee being demoted.
One day we'll have a show sooner than later where we'll talk about how is it that we see VAR in CAF competitions. AFCON, no controversy. WAFCON, clean. He reached Premier League, only 3 match weeks. We don't get wild again. I'll leave that and touch on the Nigeria Premier Football League, because there was a game on Saturday, Bendel Insurance against Shooting Stars. That ending in a 1-1 draw. By the way, I'm sure you're looking at the time. Before 10 p.m., don't forget, there's one play cash for you. Have you played yet? If you have, get close to your phone if you haven't, and you can afford to. Maybe this is where you need to try, because you may be scoring a late goal. Who knows? Star 347, star 880, star 3 hash. Yes, sir. Just like Bruno Fernandes. Star 347, star 880, star 3 hash. And www.oneplay.ng. That's oneplay.ng. You can use any of those 2 platforms to play with at least 500 naira, and then get close to your phone. When we make the call through to our winner, when we have the draw done on the computer and the random phone number of somebody who's played appears on my screen, it may just be your number appearing. It may just be you will be calling. Good luck to you in advance, okay? So Bendel Insurance won, Shooting Stars won from the MPFL on Saturday. Sunday's result saw Bayelsa United beat Barrow IFC by 2 goals to nothing. It ended Enyimba won, Niger Tornadoes nil. Kano Pillars won, Wiki Tourist won. Nasarawa United were held at the points, but eventually went on to beat Abia Warriors by a goal to nothing. Rivers United had that team advantage against Kwara United 1-0. Plateau United lost to Katina United at home. The team from Katina with 3 points on their away trip. And Warriors Wolves, Wariweno to carry last, beat Enugu Rangers 2-0. While here in Lagos, Ikorodu City of Lele of Lagos were up against El Kanemi Warriors. We expected to see a goal in that one in 90 minutes, but it never came. Even Stevens sees how it ended. Ikorodu City 0, El Kanemi Warriors 0, and the managers of the two sides were keen to speak to the media.
It's a tough result, of course. They came with a game plan. They did well for us. A lot of us we were happy with. Not too worried about the start. I think as we go into the season, it's early on. As we go into the season, there's also
not the brightest of sounds in the world, but the man who runs things for Ikorodu City saying, don't worry, it may not be the perfect result for us, but we did come. We'll get it right heading into more matches this term in the NPFL. This is what the table looks like. Remo Stars, by the way, today have gotten victory away from home. Solid stuff, really. Beating Konkalifat FC of Imo State by 2-1 in the southeastern part of the country. Remo Stars are defending champions. They want to get that title again, or don't they, this season? Bayelsa United top. They have 6 points from 2 games. Warri Wolves are second. They have 6 points as well. El Kanemi Warriors third on 4 points. And Remo Stars fourth on 4 points. While Rivers United are fifth. They have 4 points to early days. So much more to come in the number 1 league in our country, Nigeria. Time to read a few comments before we go in for that commercial break. When we return, we'll touch on results from the other big leagues in Europe and, of course, prioritize the US Open and the Dutch Grand Prix. One who has progressed to the quarterfinals of that final Grand Slam event of the year. You'll hear that on the broadcast shortly. More of your comments, though. Chuma, good evening. You see, sometimes I don't understand. I think I've taken these comments already. I took that much earlier. Get this stuff up, Chuma. Thank you. As for Manchester City, I think the coming of Haaland made Man City weak. Are you serious? If you watch the treble winning season towards the end of that season, you started seeing some cracks in Man City due to change of tactics to accommodate Haaland. But luckily, they won the treble and everything seemed normal. Now it's showing, you say.
I'll respond to that when we come back.
All right. Good evening. I think it's all over for Pep Guardiola. Enough of this think tank of his. He cannot rebuild any team again in Man City due to its rigorous process, you say. That's the reason why Jurgen Klopp resigned from Liverpool. Dio has